Okay, so obviously we're doing something a little different today. I'm taking a little bit of a break from streaming Satisfactory to stream this game, which I've heard about for years. I believe it had its 10th anniversary recently. The Kerbal Space Program. Now, I have never played this game. I do not know anything about orbital dynamics. I do not know anything about launch windows or rocket fuel or any of that stuff. I don't know anything about anything. So my understanding is that learning and failing is half the fun of this game. So we're just going to dive straight in, get started with the campaign, start from nothing, and see who we can launch into space and how many epic crashes it takes for us to start getting a real space program up and running for our Kerbals here. So let's just do that. Training scenarios, ESA missions. It looks like it came with 2 expansions, Making History and Breaking Ground. Don't know anything about those. So we'll start a new game. We'll do career. In career mode, you have to manage all aspects of your space program. Funds, reputation, and science are all active, and all contracts are available at mission control. The other 2 modes are science. In science mode, you must gather scientific data to research new technologies. Funds and reputation are disabled and contracts are not available. Previously classic career. Flags. Oh, there's flags. Okay, let's keep the default flag. So wait, do I want to play science mode or career mode? Let's see what the internet has to say real quick. KSP, should I play career or science mode first? Career, you manage everything, like money. Science, you do whatever to unlock new parts. Sandbox, you have unlocked everything. Start with a science mode game. Matt Lone on YouTube has started a new science mode tutorial. Career starts with only a few parts unlocked. I recommend career so you aren't overwhelmed. Maybe just bump up the science rewards in games so you can unlock more useful parts. Science is the same way. The part of the game that introduces more parts is the research part. Money just makes it harder to build bigger rockets without doing a bunch of sillier contracts. Science mode. There's a little bit of an argument. Nat, welcome to the channel. In my opinion, career, but if your first time, maybe science. Strife, welcome back. Yeah, this can get ugly, right? I think career is much more fun and rewarding overall. All right, you know what? It's my first time, but I'm an engineer. I'm able to read documentation and things like that. We'll do career mode here, and we'll just leave the difficulty options on normal. All right, here we go. I have no idea what's in store for me here. Okay. Well, year 1, day 1. We've got what is this, $25,000? I don't know what this yellow or green gauges are. Oh boy. I wonder if I should scale up the UI a little bit. I probably should. Let me read this and then we'll take care of that. Wait, how do I... Here we go. Settings. UI. Let's bump the UI up to 100% and see what that looks like. Is that not going to re-render this? Oh, that's volume. Hold on. Put that back to 50. I'm pretty sure I saw a UI scaling option somewhere. There's a lot of settings here. UI scale, here we go. Restarting KSP is required to apply all the effects of the above UI scale setting. All right. I think we'll go up a little bit. Okay, that's better. Okay, so Gene Kerman. Nice to meet you. I'm Gene Kerman, Flight Director, and your guide for this quick introduction. This is the Space Center. From here you can manage all aspects of the space program. Feel free to have a look around, hold the right mouse button to move the camera, or use the arrow keys. I hope I get WASD as well. Right-click over the Space Center facilities to view more about them, and left-click when you're ready to head inside. If you need more information, check out the training section on the main menu. Okay. So yeah, we can move things around. We've got a Space Center. I can use WASD. Strife asks, how did you stumble into this? It was free on the Epic Games Store last week, I think, or maybe this week. Recently, anyway. And I'd always kind of had an interest in it. And given that my my current subscribers on my channel came for Satisfactory, this seemed like a similar kind of game. It's a, you know, something where you build something, you have to do planning ahead, a little change of pace. I always wanted to try it, never had the right reason to, and now, since it was free, I did. Anime Dave, welcome back to the channel. Good to see you again. And that says, I'm excited for you. I wish I could start this game over with no pre-knowledge. Yeah, some games are like that, right? Okay, so I can look around. Let's take a look at what we've got here. Research and development. At the R&D facility, our team of scientists works hard to crunch the data received from mission experiments. Here, all research technologies can be viewed and new ones discovered. Okay, so that's R&D. Tracking station. All ongoing missions can be viewed and focused. Landed craft can be recovered from here as well. The launch pad is where vessels built at the VAB are launched. We're reasonably confident it's at a safe enough distance from everything else. The VAB, the Vehicle Assembly Building, is where spacecraft are designed and built before being moved over to the launch pad for flight. We've got mission control. All available contracts can be managed. It also offers a very nice view of the launch site for any who are brave enough to be so close to a launching craft. We've got the space plane hangar. It allows the construction of spacecraft designed to be launched from the runway. Okay. So rockets launch from here, and then like runway style vehicles launch from here. Spacecraft built in a space plane hangar have a long flat surface to reach takeoff speed. Conceivably, such aircraft could even land back on it. Okay. So we build rockets here and launch them there, and we build like space planes here and launch them there. The astronaut complex contains the living and recreation spaces for all of our crew members. New applicants also apply here to be recruited. Well, this building is going to see a lot of turnover. Nat says, this is honestly one of your top 10 games of all time ever. Wow. Well, I'm completely new. I've never even really watched a YouTube video about this. I've just heard about it. Like, I've heard people talking about it, saying it's a blast. So I'm coming in with like zero knowledge of the game. The administration building may not seem like a very exciting place at first, but here's where all our strategic decisions are made. All right, we've got a lot of UI as well. So it looks like... Can I pause the game? No. We're 3 minutes in, but okay, so it's moving at like real time here. I've been streaming for 4 minutes, and we've been playing for 4 minutes. Okay. No hover information for this. What is this? Pause menu. Messages. Alarm clock. Okay, so we can create alarms. Contracts. And a KSpedia. Place to find information about playing and succeeding at Kerbal Space Program. Well, I assume I'll probably be coming in here quite a lot. I could pause the game here. Oh, that stops all the sound, too. So we've got a manual with construction interface, flight, map, controls, management screens, location, space travel, rocketry, aircraft, communications, heat, career, science, resources. Let's take a look at career. All right. I'm not going to sit here and read through the whole KSP encyclopedia, but we'll get a few things going here. Kerbal. I've seen it and own it, but have not played it yet. Pandian, I've been hearing about this game for 10 years, so I wanted to try it. I thought I'd stream it this morning to get a little break from Satisfactory. And Anime Dave, I really appreciate that. I'm really hoping somebody out there is enjoying the Marvel's Midnight Suns playthrough. I'm putting a lot of work into that. I originally started my streaming career to build Let's Plays. I didn't really start out live streaming and interacting with people. I was more about building Let's Plays, so I wanted to get back into that. And Midnight Suns is a lot of fun. I really like the combat. The story beats are good. The relationship management stuff in between is a little bit on the slow side, but still kind of interesting. And I'm definitely going to finish my playthrough there, and then I'm going to start on another Let's Play. I'm not sure what yet, but one thought I had is that the new Star Wars game is coming out. I think this year, and I didn't play the previous one yet, so I might do a let's play of that. What is it, Jedi Survivor or something? Yeah, they are long. They are long episodes. They're usually about an hour and 15 or an hour and 20, but that's just the nature of the game. It's a relationship sim matched with a strategy game, both of which are not exactly speedy to play through. So I understand. You know, I'm just happy somebody's watching it and enjoying it. Okay, the career mode of Kerbal Space Program adds some directed play to the game. That's good. It's mostly procedurally generated, so will not be the same on each playthrough. The goal of career mode is to build your space program from its fledgling roots to an epic undertaking that reaches the limits of the solar system. Seeing a fully advanced KSC with Kerbals orbiting or walking on planets throughout the system is an amazing reward. It adds making decisions about contracts, crew assignments, strategies, and a number of other activities to your already busy job of building and flying missions. So let's look at some of the details. As your career progresses, you'll find that you've outgrown your original Space Center. Luckily, the Kerbal Engineering Department has your back, and through judicious application of funds, you can upgrade each of the facilities from basic to world class. Basic R&D, plus funds. What is this, Kerbal Bucks? What? This is VF? I don't know what this symbol is. But the end result is awesome R&D. Okay. Facility damage. Oh, goodness. Whether by errant trajectory, decoupler issues, or even nefarious circumstances, there can be sabotage from like other nations. You may find that you've damaged one of the facilities at the Space Center. You can recover from these issues by repairing the facilities at a cost. Oh, gosh. Oh, this is going to be a world-class disaster, you guys. It's going to be complete chaos. All right, currencies. Throughout your career, there are 3 currencies to keep an eye on. All right, funds. So that's, I guess this is funds, this symbol. You got 25,000 to start. Your funds pay for vessel builds, hire astronauts, upgrade repair facilities, and on harder difficulties, even buy parts as you research. Having enough to keep up with your planned missions is critical. Recovering vessels on Kerbin will net you some handy salvage funds. The closer to the KSC you land, the more return you get. But your main source of funds are contracts. Okay. Yeah, okay, so Nat and Strife are both excited to see me blow things up, and Pandian is going to try to learn a little bit more about the game here. Well, I hope my failure teaches you. Reputations earned through the successful completion of contracts. The better your reputation, the better and more rewarding the contracts you can be offered. That makes sense. Reputation can be traded for other currencies via strategies, as well as being lost if Kerbals go missing, so don't ignore it. We're going to have a terrible reputation. We're going to have reputation debt. We're going to go bankrupt. Science. Some would say science is the whole reason for any space program. Completing experiments and extending your Kerbal's reach into space are the primary ways to generate science used to unlock new technology parts. Okay. Kerbal roles, pilots, engineers, and scientists. Kerbal experience, they have levels, different roles. Come back to this. Contracts. To advance your career, you'll need to take on contracts from the various companies based on Kerbin. So our world is called Kerbin. The rewards, goals, and timelines for these will vary depending on your reach into the solar system and your reputation. What is this, a pizza parlor? Sending something into space? You will sometimes be offered contracts related to vessels or Kerbals you have out there too, so keep an eye out for opportunities. Be aware that turning down or failing contracts will cost you in reputation, sometimes even funds and science. World First's Record-Keeping Society. This society of Kerbal philanthropists is interested in the advancement of space exploration. They reward space programs for doing things that have never been done before. Note, must be space program related. Through this group, you may find yourself getting unexpected rewards. Okay, so that's a way to inject some cash into the game. Advancing technology, we've got a tech tree. This is okay. Strategies. In the administration building, you'll find representatives for some KSC departments who will help you to alter how funds, reputation, and science are spent or earned. Strategies come in 2 flavors, but all have a setup cost and allow you to adjust the commitment to tweak the return on your investment. Conversion strategies trade off one currency for another over the long term by affecting cost and reward returns. You'll pay an initial setup cost based on the commitment you're making. You'll see costs and rewards adjust from there on as you play. Immediate strategies are conversions of one currency to another on the spot. Setup cost is really what it will cost you to get the reward, and they take effect immediately. Okay, so we've got kind of a feeling of how the career mode works. What do we got over here? Oh, we can hot jump to any of these buildings. Flagpole. Oh, that's this guy right here. The official flag of the space program. Okay, so I need to get going here. I suppose we'll start at the administration building. Okay. Mortimer Kerman, finances. He's an accountant called Mortimer. He doesn't have many friends, but he likes things to be under control and arranged in right angles. The job is pretty stressful for him. So we can select a strategy here. Fundraising campaign or patents licensing. Then we got Linus Kerman, science. Linus is Werner von Kerman's intern. Okay, because Werner himself is too important to be bothered with these boarding strategy meetings. He sends his intern in instead. Unpaid research program. So these are gray. These are green. I'm not sure what that means. An outsourced R&D. Walt Kerman, public relations. Walt Kerman is the spokesman for the space program. He wears a hazmat suit, which isn't strictly required for his job, but it seems appropriate for someone working in such a toxic environment. Oh my gosh. Contracts first will give you a bit of direction. You could leave admin for quite some time. Oh, okay. But we'll meet our workers anyway. He can do an appreciation campaign, an open source tech campaign, or try to get a bailout grant. And then Gus Kerman from operations. Gus is head of space program operations, all-around repairs guy whenever something around here breaks down. And he's the reason why all our pods have windows. Aggressive negotiations. Recovery transponder fitting and leadership initiative. Okay. Let's leave the facility, and I'll take Nat's advice and head to contracts to start. Astronaut complex, R&D. Vehicle assembly building, mission control. All right, mission control. All right, so Gene, our mission control guy, Gene Kerman. Welcome to mission control. Please make a selection. Okay, so we have active archives available. All right. So these have stars, which I'm guessing is difficulty. I think we'll start with just a simple one. Gather scientific data from Kerbin. Agent, Kerbin World Firsts Record Keeping Society. Offer expires in 2 days, 5 hours, and change. One of the founding principles of Kerbin World Firsts Record Keeping Society is to continue to advance the frontiers of science. We still have unchecked items on our list of records to break and would like to change that. It's time for you to take another step in advancing the frontier. Give us a quick crew report before launching. It's fine if any of the lights on the control panel are flashing, just give it a swift kick. Prestige Trivial expires in 2 days. Objectives. Recover or transmit any science experiment data from Kerbin to achieve this goal. Completion, we get $6,400, 1 science and 2 rep. Okay. Well, let's take this contract. And I guess we can do this one at the same time. This is 5 days. So I don't quite know how we gain information, but let's read this one too. I'm just gonna plow forward and plow ahead, and if we fail a contract, we fail. At Kerbin World First's record-keeping society, we need brave Kerbals with the right stuff to help achieve our dreams. Nobody has set any space records yet. It'd probably be best to just start by getting something off the launch pad. Then we can start worrying about things like survivability. But really, there's no sense in us talking while there's still science to be done. Shall we get to it? We'd like to officially start off the program with a bang, a very controlled bang, preferably. Launch your first vessel off the launch pad or runway to achieve this goal. All right. Accepted. All controllers standing by to watch the launch. Okay, so there's our 2 contracts set up. I guess next we go into the vehicle assembly building and start spending money. I mean, I don't see what else we can do. What else do we have? The tracking station, R&D, astronaut complex. Do we have some astronauts to start? Oh, we do. We have applicants and active Kerbals. Okay. Jebediah Kerman, Bill Kerman, Bob Kerman, Valentina Kerman. So everybody's a Kerman? Pilot, scientist, engineer, and pilot. They have a stupidity meter. I love it. Courage and stupidity. Bill, the engineer, has a very high stupidity. Bob has low stupidity. I mean, come on. So do you need to have somebody with high stupidity to do really stupid things? This is amazing. Next to the VAB to see how to make your very first basic vessel. Poor Bill, I feel like he's not going to make it. Yeah, Bill's not going to make it. He's got way too much stupidity. Okay, and we've got some applicants also with the courage and stupidity meters. It looks like we can just enlist whoever we want. All right, you guys, should we enlist you before we kill them? Maybe you'll run away. All right, so we do have some astronauts. Let's go to the VAB here. Okay, Werner, we heard about him. His intern works in the admin building. Werner von Kerman. Hello, I'm Werner von Kerman, Chief Rocketry Engineer. This is the vehicle assembly building where we build spacecraft and later roll them out to the launch pad for flight. Pretty impressive, isn't it? On your left, you'll find components to construct your own spacecraft. Select a starting part, then attach others to build a ship. You can then have a look around with the right mouse button. That's it, really. It's not as if we are rockets. Oh. Anyhow, if you need more in-depth explanation on how to build, have a look at the training section at the main menu. All right. So we just grab parts and attach them to others. Okay, I guess we get started. Let's take a look at the interface here. Build, crew, cargo, switch editor, untitled spacecraft. Okay. Well, our very first ship ever. Let's call it something noble sounding. Intrepid 1. There we go. First ship ever. Well, EVA has a meaning. Let's do that. Okay. Mission flag, new, open, save, launch. Okay. They really don't hold your hand too much. What is this? Center of mass overlay, center of thrust overlay, aerodynamic overlay, toggle snap, cycle symmetry count. Okay. Pods, fuel tanks, engines. We've got one engine. Structural, coupling, payload, aerodynamics, ground thermal, electrical, communication, science. Okay. Cargo and utility. Is there a way to see everything? No. Okay. Well, I got the basic idea. This is the ship editor, and there's some overlays to check various things. I don't think we're going to use those very soon. Here's the... okay, messages. Right, alarm clock, contracts. Launch your first vessel off of the launch pad or runway to achieve this goal. Recover or transmit any science experiment data from Kerbin to achieve this goal. Okay, so I think we need to make sure we put a science thingy in here. Engineer's report. We've got parts, mass, size, design checklist, show severity. Okay. Delta V tools. Vessel situation, body, Kerbin, atmosphere, sea level, pressure, detailed stage information. Oh my goodness. This is, you guys, this is gonna be horrible. Okay. Without doing the tutorial, you'll just have more chance for enjoyment and explosions, learning it yourself. You'll unlock many more parts as you go. Not in career. Okay, alright. Well, let's build a ship. I mean... we probably need to start with an engine, right? Okay, so the RT5 Flea solid fuel booster. We've got a mass, a tolerance. Okay, hold on. So this mass is 1.5 tons. It can tolerate 7 meter per second impact, so like for landing, I guess. And then it has a tolerance of up to 50 Gs and 4,000 kPa pressure. I can't remember what kPa is. It's been a long, long time since I looked at physics. Max temperature, interior skin, 2000. How do I... Hang on. How do I undo that? Wait, I wanted to... Right mouse button, more info. Okay, that... I wanted to scroll through this. Okay. Max thrust. Variance available. Solid fuel. All right. Manufacturer found lying by the side of the road. While considered by some to be little more than a trash bin full of boom, the RT-5 can be seen in use at many space programs, possibly because it is the only option for many space programs. But nevertheless, this small booster provides a nice kick to lift small payloads to considerable heights. Used with caution, though, once lit, solid fuel motors cannot be put out until the fuel runs out. And this cost us 200 bucks. Okay. Wouldn't worry about most of that for now. Most relevant on other planetary bodies. Don't forget a parachute. Okay. Cargo part. This part cannot be placed in a storage container, but can be manipulated in EVA construction. Dry mass. All right. Engine. Max thrust. I don't know what any of this means. Solid fuel. 15.821 per second. Engine stops under 10%. Cannot be shut down. Mass, 1 ton. Cost, okay. Variance, white, orange, yellow, and white. All right, well, we've got our booster out. RT-5 Flea, solid fuel booster. Thrust limiter. I don't know what thrust limiter does. I don't know what shroud does. Solid fuel. So we can change the amount of fuel it contains, and then we can change the variant as well. Let's give it a nice orange stripe. We're coming from a satisfactory stream, so that's the way to go. All right. Now, what does this do? Oh, this changes it from a slider to numbers. Okay. So if I... Okay. So here's our thruster. We can see all our Kerbals walking around down here, getting stuff together. All right, so this is a start. Now, what I don't really know is how much, like, if we start stacking stuff on top of it, then won't that, like, will we need 2 thrusters or 3 thrusters? I don't know how much mass this can lift how far. It says 1653 meters per second. All right, well, let's just start putting stuff together and see what happens. I think the only thing I'm going to put on here is the science thingamajig. Command and control, engines, fuel tanks. We wanted to do some science, right? Okay, what is this? Mystery goo containment unit. So it's very small mass, 0.05 tons. It can handle the same, it has the same tolerance that the thruster does, 50 Gs, 4,000 kPa. Let me look up, maybe I can look up kPa. Hang on. How do I get rid of you? Hold on. There we go. How do I search the rocketry? Is there a way to search the KPA? Is that this? KPA? No, that's searching the items over here. How do I search the KSpedia? Does anyone know? You won't orbit with that, but don't forget your mission is just to launch. Need a capsule. The mission profile is just to get off the ground. Your other mission is to do a crew report, which you can do with a Kerbal crew member in a capsule. Okay. You can't search the KSpedia. All right. Forces. I'm looking for the KPA. Man, there's a lot. There's a lot here. Aerodynamics. Parachutes. Well, I don't see KPA, so we're just gonna pretend we know what it means. I think it's important when you're in charge of a space program to never show any kind of uncertainty or lack of knowledge. You must always forge ahead with confidence. So, oh, this showed us everything. So we definitely need personal parachute. Mark 16 parachute. We need the mystery goo containment unit. Okay. This unit was something one of our engineers came upon while dumpster diving, while researching alternative applications for existing technologies. It's a sealed container which appears to be filled with a strange-looking substance. We couldn't reach in or break the canister open, but watching how the goo behaves when subjected to different situations could be very educational. Alright. So, a command pod. Let's look at this. Minimum crew to operate. Do we need a crew member? Maybe not. God, there's a lot going on here, guys. I don't know what any of this is. Manufacturer Curlington model rockets and paper products. Originally built as a placeholder for a demonstration mock-up of a rocket, the Mark I command pod was heralded as a far safer and more reliable option than its predecessors by rocket scientists throughout the world. It's now commonly seen in active service. I think we'll just... Let's see. I think we'll just put a girder on here. Modular girder segment. Manufacturer Maxwell Construction Toys. New, build the structure of your dreams with the Maxwell Construction Toys modular girder segment. Okay. Let's snap that into the center here. And then we'll put 2 of these goo containers. We want it to be balanced, right? So we want it to be symmetrical. Let's throw one on here. Or maybe this doesn't, maybe the mass is so low it won't affect it. But let's do one there. And let's do one on the other side. Just keep things as symmetrical as we can. Let's snap you there on the girder. And then we need, what? We need a rocket, a parachute? Also found lying by the side of the road. The Mark 16 parachute might be considered by some to be little more than a random stitching together of the surplus parts it is, in fact, made from. But the fact remains that the Mark 16 has been widely accepted as a generally better alternative to being in free fall. Okay. So, if I click on search, it shows me everything I have available. Alright, tool, place, move, rotate, reroute, cargo, crew, build. Alright, so I don't think we want to send any crew on this first mission. I think that's a death sentence. What else do we have? We've got the booster. We've got our mystery goo and a girder. I think we put the parachute. We don't need the EVA or the command pod. Basic fin. Maybe we should put some fins on the booster. Let's read about this. Think of it like this. You're Elon, and this is a SpaceX first test launch. Yeah, okay. Actually, let's rename this. Let's name this to, Musk Suck 1. There we go. Musk Suck 1. Wait, I was reading about the fins. This is a cargo part that can be placed inside inventories. Lifting surface, relative wing area, 0.12. Mass, tolerance, max temp. Okay. Manufacturer, Jebediah Kerman's Junkyard and Spacecraft Parts Company. This simple bolt-on aluminum fin may not be the cutting edge of aerospace engineering, but it's dirt cheap and will make your rocket slightly less unstable. All right, let's put some fins on. They only cost 25 bucks. Let's put fins on each surface. Can we, how do I zoom in here? I can go up or down. Let me, real quick, before we, how do I get to, I want to get to, wait, save and continue, yeah. I want to get to the pause menu to look at the controls. Gameplay, UI. Is there a controls? I don't know how, maybe you can't zoom. Okay, let's go back to the VAB. Put some fins on Musk Suck 1. You can attach a capsule directly to the booster or booster directly to the capsule. Well, I've got this lovely girder here already. I don't think I want a capsule for this. I just want to launch this science mission. I don't want to send a Kerbal in this. This will be a death sentence. There's not even a parachute on it. But I do want to put some fins on. Okay, so we want you vertical. Wait, now it's sideways. Oh, the WASD buttons. Okay. Let's put you there. That looks pretty good. We'll do another one here. Just get some stability, right? That looks like it's angled wrong. Hang on. Can we get you to come out at a 90-degree angle? For some reason, it's like... it won't go straight out. Did this one go straight out? No, it didn't. Well, that's not good. Is there anywhere we can attach you? Where, oh, on the vertices. Okay, let's do it like that then. Let's move you around. Okay, so we'll come up here and attach this like this. There we go. Okay. So let's make sure that they're at roughly the same height. We want it right like that, I think. Does that look good? That looks pretty good. Let's get your height correct, though. So right like that, and then we'll do 2 more, if we can. Let's get you, like, there. Does that look good? That looks pretty good. We'll add some stability, right? Sure, why not? And another one like that. Okay, so there's our first science mission. We're gonna send some goo into space on a girder attached to a can full of rocket fuel with a couple of aluminum fins on it. Let's save this. And I guess we'll just launch this and see what it does to our contracts. Toggle snapping on. Bottom left side, there's a circle with a dot in it. Not around there, you can change some settings. So you can easy match 2, 4, 8 of the same item. You can adjust all at the same time. It will need a pilot as you have no probes yet. Oh, I can't launch this without a pilot? But I don't have... I thought I could just launch it directly into space. It's just a can of fuel that goes straight up. Can I really not launch this? This vessel has no remote controlled or manned command modules. It won't be controllable. Yeah, I can launch without a dude. I just want it to go straight up. I think I'm fine without killing my first Kerbal right here. Let's launch. Let's see what happens. Okay, we're at the launch pad. What is this button? Do I have to do something here? Messages, resources, alarm clock, contracts. I haven't even scheduled this. It's like there's probably atmospheric stuff I need to worry about or whatever later on. For me, it's like, it's built, launch it. Okay. Delta V tools. Toggle nav ball frame. Stage. Display staging, docking, toggle, maneuver mode. What is this? Well, how do I'm not quite sure how to launch this. Toggle time mode. Is there a big red go button somewhere? Resources. Delta V. Okay. Spacebar. Oh, spacebar to launch each stage. Okay, fire spacebar. All right. You guys ready? I'm going to do a countdown. 10, 9, 8. Oh, somebody hit the bar by accident. Wait. Spacebar? Okay, I'm hitting spacebar, guys, but it's not launching. Do I have to... Yeah, spacebar is not doing anything. Do I have to select it? Let's see. What do you guys say? Display staging, docking, toggle map. It's not working. I have a thing full of fuel, right? What does this do? Oh, this is staging, maybe? So stage 1. Spacebar. Roll, yaw, pitch. May need a pilot. Oh yeah, maybe if there's not somebody out there to actually start, like maybe a physical person needs to be there. Let's take a look. Rocketry basics. Launching? Flight interface, the nav ball. Time altimeter app launcher. Action menu. Kerbal portraits, nav ball, mode controls, stacking stage. Action menu. Solid fuel. I guess I can't, like, kick it off remotely. Maybe I do need a pilot. Mode controls. Staging, mode buttons. Pitch and yaw, precision mode. EVA, part, action menus. Messages, contract, currencies, resource. Maneuver tool. Controls, okay. How to control vessels and Kerbals so you can build and explore. These show stock game controls do not reflect settings customization, okay. General controls. Screen elements. Save load game, okay. Map and time. Flight directions. General flight. Left shift. So this activates a stage. Left shift, throttle up. Throttle 100%. Spacebar active. Do I have to set up a stage first? Let's try let's try Z. Z or left shift. Yeah, this is like different stages and stuff. Can you manually control the throttle? I think it's Z for initial max thrust, left shift. Because you press space, you've already staged, but your throttle is at 0. Okay. Revert flight. Revert to launch. Okay, here's the throttle bar. All right. So I hit space to stage, and then I hit left shift, hold left shift. I'm holding left shift and Z. All right, so the Musk Suck one was a failure. Launch was a failure today, as Mission Control forgot to add a way to turn on the rocket and make it go. So I can't drag this. I can't, like, left shift isn't working. Okay, maybe we do need a pilot. I would love to just launch it without a pilot, but if you look at the left of the blue nav, throttle up first and then launch. Need a pilot or probe to control it, i.e. to increase the throttle. All right, so we do need to go. We need to leave and put a poor Kerbal on here. So we need to redesign this. How do I leave? Escape. Let's go to Space Center. I was hoping it could be launched without, but it seems like we need somebody. All right, so let's put a capsule on the top. Okay, and then we definitely need a parachute. Oh wait, I should read the description of the capsule here. The Mark 1 command prod. Oh, we already read this. Yeah, and then the personal parachute or the capsule parachute. So this costs $422. This costs $10, so... manufacturer found lying by the side of the road. This Kerbal-sized Ram Air parachute is perfect for saving intrepid pilots from a misconsidered aircraft design or hijinks involving the top of the VAB and a hopefully functional autopilot. Why should Kerbals put their trust in something that was found lying by the side of the road? Well, because there isn't a Kerbal-shaped crater next to it. So how do I just add this to... I think I didn't attach it to the side. I think we added it to the inventory. Tool. Oops. How do I see yeah, there's the inventory. All right, so it's got 1 reaction wheels, wheel authority. I don't know what any of this is. Okay. Well, now we got a capsule and a thing. Let's pick a pilot. Engines, command, structural, coupling, payload, aerodynamics. Wait a minute. Build, crew. Here we go. So the Mark 1 command pod does have a seat. Okay, where was our extremely stupid... our extremely stupid crew? Let's go to the astronaut complex to check them out. Bill Kerman, the engineer. Yeah. Well, he's an engineer. But maybe we should send a pilot? Well, really? Holy, look at the next hire. 62,000. That's a lot. Alright, we're gonna run out of pilots really fast. I think we'll send the engineer on this one. Yeah. Bill, you're gonna be the first person to launch a vehicle. So if anything happens during flight to Musk Suck 1, it's on you to get out and repair it. But I mean, it's symmetrical, right? And there's not too much stuff on it. Hopefully this booster can is enough. Alright, let's go, let's save this. And let's go launch it. Bill Kerman. Oh, okay. Well, he's smiling. Internal view. Yeah, very cool. Okay. I want to go back out of internal view. Direct connection to Space Center. Cannot transmit science. Signal strength. Full crew control. Warp to sunrise. Toggle time mode. Okay, should we maybe... I don't think we have like a science transmitter or anything. Let's see. I don't know how to leave this view now that I've gotten here. The launch of the Must Suck 1 was delayed during its second attempt as mission control could not figure out how to exit the view camera. Display staging, docking mode, toggle map, maneuver mode. Just put a parachute on top of the command pod so you don't kill your Kerbal. Use the cone. Personal one won't be strong enough. Good luck, Bill. RIP, lol. You think it's gonna go that high? Okay, how do I... resume flight. Space Center. I didn't see a way to back out of that internal view. All right, let's go back to the launch pad. Launch new mission. Must Suck 1. Go to Must Suck 1 on Launchpad. Okay. So, for some reason I could, like, once I clicked on this, I couldn't get back out. We've got Bill Kerman here. Okay. I don't think there's much to do, but hit spacebar. Oh, it's going straight up. Bill, you're flying, bro. Oh, okay, that's as far as we get. We're still climbing. We've still got velocity. We've gotten pretty high up. Oh, wait a minute. We're still going. Bill. Now we're falling. All right, Bill. It's parachute time. Bill. Bill, use your parachute, Bill. What are you doing, Bill? Eject. You're falling. How do I make you get out? Can I disembark while off of Kerbin's surface? Bill, it's parachute time. How do I make you use your parachute? Bill? Bill, you're falling. You're plummeting to the earth. It's time to hop out. Bill, no, Bill. Look at his face. No, Bill, jump out. It's parachute time. What are you doing? Don't stay in there. No. Oh, God. Oh, Bill. Oh, Bill. Why? Why didn't you use your parachute, Bill? Oh, Bill, you poor bastard. Definitely need more fuel and insurance. I don't know how to deploy the parachute. I don't even know how I would do that. There's probably a control somewhere. Maybe I should learn that before I send the next person out. Well, at least maybe we can recover this and get some science. Oh, Bill, you poor bastard. Flight results. Catastrophic failure. So liftoff. Mark 1 command pod collided into the surface 1 minute and 9 seconds later. Bill Kerman was killed. Mystery goo containment unit collided. Basic fin collided. Okay. Flight achievements. 1 minute, 9 seconds. Achieved an altitude of 4,600. Speed over land. Most G-forces endured 7.8. Okay. Let's go to the tracking station, see what they say. Hi again, this is a tracking station facility, and here you can view all of the solar system as well as the current positions and trajectories of all ongoing missions. When you have missions in progress, you'll see them listed on the panel at your left, and you'll be able to take command of them from this screen. Sometimes contracts may require specific destinations. Okay. Kerbin. A unique world, Kerbin has flat plains, soaring mountains, and wide blue oceans. Home to the Kerbals, it has just the right conditions to support a vast, seemingly undepletable population of the eager green creatures. Reaching a stable orbit around Kerbin is one of the first things budding space programs strive for. It said those who can get their ship in orbit are halfway to anywhere. Okay. Let's leave that facility and go back here. All right, so we launched our first thing. That should be a contract at least. Can we have a funeral for Bill? So this completed. So we got something from that. How do we gather scientific data from Kerbin? Recover. Okay, so I need to recover the we may be overqualified for this mission, but we may overestimate our qualifications. How do I recover the failed launch here? Edit vessel, launch vessel, delete vessel. Oh boy. It was a sacrifice we were willing to make, yeah. So I'm trying to figure out how to do the recovery. Let's see. Controls. Flight activities. You would think they would have, like, what to do when your ship blows up near the top of the KSPedia. Science. Experiments. Science from data. Keep experiment. Well, I can't figure it out, so we're just gonna launch another ship with the crash of the previous one just kind of hanging out there. Flagpole, launch pad, mission control. Research and development, maybe here? No. Basic rocketry. So we could unlock more parts. Is there a way to recover? Landed craft can be recovered from here as well. Well, we didn't exactly land. Toggle probes, rovers, landers, ships. Is there what to do when you crash? No. Okay. The recent accomplishments of our space program have attracted contributions from numerous organizations. Oh, okay. So we broke a speed record, launched our first vessel, broke a lot of speed records and altitude records, and got some funds from it. Okay. Contract parameter complete. Launch our first vessel. Okay, and then a very nominal launch. We could have asked for more. Well, we could have, and we will at some point. Okay. So these messages, I think, we can trash. Got an alarm clock, contracts. Recover. Okay, how do I need to figure this out. How do I recover KSP, how to recover crash ship. When I click recover vessel recovery, is the process of removing a craft which has landed on Kerbin from the world with the implication that an orderly reclamation and cleanup procedure has been followed by the ground crew. Destroying it in a crash terminated. The only way to return Kerbinauts, craft must be in a stable position on the surface. Okay. How do I actually... I need to actually get to the launch pad. We could upgrade it. I mean, it looks to me like the crash is still there. And I don't quite know how I get there now. Launch new mission. Well, we're going to delete this. No, cancel. Musk Suck 1, mission flag. Parts with crew capacity. We don't want you in here. Reset. Okay. So maybe I just can't recover this? The other thing that it suggested was to go to the tracking station. So from the tracking station, we don't have any tracked objects. Okay. Toggle sights. Hold on. What do we have here? Experimental engineering group. I don't know what these are. Okay, well, we need to do some science. So how are we going to do this science contract? This vessel was a disaster. Maybe we relaunch it as the Musk Suck 2 and we spring for the expensive parachute. Yeah, let's throw a parachute on top there. And then how do you work? Semi-deploy, fully deploy, max safe deploy speed at, full deployment attitude, semi-deploy min pressure. So I don't know if there's an automatic deployment for this. Or if I have to know how to press a button. Let's save this. Now if we go... if we go to the launch pad... We've got another Kerbal in there. Flight interface, mode controls, maneuver mode, the staging stack, maneuver tool. How would I general flight? You would think they'd put the mouse controls in flight. Click open menu, double click set focus, flight target, drag, EVA RCS, target vessel, open part menu. I think this guy's gonna die if I can't figure out how to launch the the parachute. Here we go. Parachutes. Okay. What goes up does come back down. It is much easier and more efficient to use parachutes when landing on bodies that have an atmosphere compared to an engine burn. Just keep in mind, not all the places you visit have an atmosphere. The staging stack icon displays the state of each parachute. The color of the background shows how safe it is to stage. The icon's color shows the state of the staged chute. Safe to deploy, risky to deploy, unsafe to deploy. Activated, semi-deployed, deployed. Cut, shredded. Okay. I see. So we have stages. We have something here. Safe to deploy. Oh, there is a, okay, so there is a deploy shoot button. All right. So, we're going to try this one more time. Actually, let's go back to the launch pad. All right, not the launch pad. Let's go back to the VAB. Because I don't think that we want these on the girder. Because I'm not sure if these are all going to be saved by the parachute. So let's instead plop these goo things over on here. Let's, I guess... Can't quite get it the way I want it, but that's okay. Okay. We'll plop them... Well, we want them to be symmetrical, so that's not great the way it is. Maybe... Okay, well, I guess we'll leave them on the girder where they were. And we'll sort of hope that... Is there a way to... There was something called route to parent, right? There's no way... You know what? There's no way to discard this piece after we've used it. So I think the parachute's gonna have to do the entire ship. Okay, you know what? We are gonna launch this. Don't save. Yeah, we'll just launch it as is. Okay. Go over here. Edit vessel, launch vessel. Okay, here we go. So this time we're gonna get the... Yeah, this time we're gonna get the parachute. Okay, so Z. Oh, I forgot to stage it. There we go. Okay. So it's unsafe to deploy. We're gonna get up to around 40,000. We need to be ready to deploy it. Okay. So once he starts falling, now we need to be within some kind of altitude. Altitude 1,000, I think. Let's wait. Falling, we're falling. Okay. Down to 1,000, I guess. This says 1,000. Okay, did not work the way I thought it would. Okay, we deployed it far too late. RIP second Kerbal. Oh gosh, not good. We deployed it way too late. Did we get any messages or... I don't know how to salvage my crashed ships. So like everything's gonna be... I mean, at least it didn't completely explode. It's a little bit better this time. But I don't know how to salvage my ship, so we're just gonna end up with like a field littered with dead ships. Okay, let's launch again. I might have to end my career in failure here. Excuse me. 100 was just a bit late. Looks like it needs to be deployed before 1K feet. Yeah, no kidding. Let's revert, I guess revert flight. So you can kind of undo your mistakes. Yeah, he's back. He's alive again. All right, let's stage this. So I wasn't sure because I thought like there had to be... Where's the piece? It says minimum pressure 0.04 and then altitude 1000. Oh, maybe minimum altitude. So maybe I can do it much higher. Let's just deploy it now. Let's see how it fares if we deploy it at the top of the No. Okay, we deployed it too early this time. There's not enough air. Why isn't it opening? We weren't going fast enough? Oh no, he's gonna die again. So the Kerbals on this planet have to deal with a strange god who can resurrect them and send them through the torture of dying over and over again. Oh, wait. Okay, we didn't have enough atmosphere. Oh, it did work. Okay. I just deployed it a little too late. Yeah, so it starts working around altitude 1000, but I didn't have it deployed. So the deployment took too much time and we had too much velocity, and so this is actually going to work now. We're gonna... Jebediah, you lived. Good for you, buddy. I don't know if we did any science with the goo things. Okay, we can now speed this up a little bit. Because it's moving pretty slowly. How about that? We did a full launch, our second only launch, and we brought this guy back alive. Other Kerbal, your sacrifice will be remembered forever. So now what do? I recover. Oh, this wasn't here before. Okay, recover vessel. Okay, mission summary for Musk Suck 2. Experiment, recovery of a vessel that survived a flight. A 1.0 data gathered. Data value 5 science. We recovered all the parts and got some funds from them. And we got Jebediah back. He gained an experience point and is ready for his next assignment. Even though you died and were resurrected, you still feel good? Okay, science 12. Funds 82,000. Didn't we start with like 25? And then crew. Yeah, okay. Next. Done. Okay. The recent accomplishments. We recovered our first crew from a mission. Okay, so we got a reward for that. I still don't know how to do science for the... Where is it? Mission control? Okay. How do I gather science? Give us a quick crew report before launching. A crew report. Recover or transmit any science experiment data from Kerbin to achieve this goal. All right. So let's go higher. Let's make a new title. Let's get a couple of these fuel tanks, or no, engines, yeah. So let's do 4. Let's see. I think there's a way to change. So somebody said toggle snap. Yeah, there we go. Cycle, symmetry count, middle click symmetry mode. Cycle symmetry count. Oh, neat, look at that. So we can do like this. Yeah, okay. And then we can toggle to, okay, symmetry is mirror. Or radial. Okay, mirror is kind of cool. Oh, this is neat. This build mode is neat. So we can put... I kind of wanted to do like 4, but let's do 3 boosters here, and then we want them to be like vertically on the same plane. Can we do it like that? No. That's what we want, right? Something like that. No, they're a little too low. Is there a way? Maybe we delete all of this and we start with a girder. Structural. Yeah, let's start with a girder and then attach 2 engines to that in symmetry mode. Here we go. We'll do it like this. Okay. There we go. So we're going to go higher this time. And then what else do we need? We need a command pod and a parachute, right? Command pod and parachute. And we're going to need some fins. Definitely. Let's do fins like this. And then we want... Hang on. Let's... Maybe that's not what we want to do. So symmetry mode here. That looks good. Okay, yeah, let's put them here. And then we'll do some more fins like this. And like over here. We just want things to be nice and straight so that the rocket goes straight up. Okay, so we're gonna go higher. And then let's throw on some goo. This isn't exactly expensive. And then we gotta figure out how to do mission, or how to do a report. Let's go like there. Let's put another one over here. Okay. So this is Musk Suck 2. Or no, Musk Suck 3. Let's save you. And let's head out to the launch pad. I guess we should crew you first. We've got an experienced crew member now. Where was the crew thing? Crew. Yeah. Jebediah got some experience, but you know what? Let's get somebody else some experience. Let's send Valentina. Now that we know how parachutes work, we can feel reasonably confident. Cargo. She has an EVA thing and a personal parachute, and then the command pod. Maybe we put one of these in here? No, that won't work. Okay. Switch editor. Oh, there's a couple different ways you can do the editor, I guess. All right, let's go to the launch pad now. Can we? 100 was just a bit late. Deployed before 1K feet. Yeah, you need way more fuel. Not getting high at all. Slows down almost to a stop. He lives. From others I've seen play this, I think you need multiple boosters in multiple stages in order to get into space. Roblox astronaut, hello, welcome to the channel. So I'm just getting really. This is my 3rd ever ship that I've ever built. I'm just kind of like exploring how the game works at the moment. So how do we do a crew report from Kerbal? Because that's what we need for the contract. It said to do a crew report or transmit some science. Data RX cannot transmit science. Why not? Direct connection to Space Center. Data RX. Full crew control. Signal strength. So why can we not transmit science? Maybe I need to go back to the editor. Display staging. Let's go back to the VAB. Is there some kind of thing I need to put on the vehicle to transmit science? What do we got? Basic fin, jetpack, command module. This I thought was the science thing. Utility, cargo, science. Yeah. All right, let me look at the KSP. All right, so science, flight interface, controls, management screens, communications network, CurbNet. Okay, CurbNet. is a network that allows your space program to link its sensors directly to Kerbal scientific community. I don't think this is what we need. ComNet. No. Did you buy a KSP 2? To do that, you need to Ava. I did not buy KSP 2. I've never played Kerbal Space Program before. I got this for free on Epic and thought I'd try it out. So, let's see. Science. Hold on. The scientific method is an all-consuming passion for many Kerbals, and luckily also a key to unlocking many technological advances for spaceflight. An important function of your space program is to see how you can advance science and technology for Kerbal kind. Science points are needed to research technology areas and unlock their related parts. These points are generated primarily through experiment and observation throughout the solar system. You will also get some for passing milestone and completing some types of contracts. When performing science activities, it's key to understand the location for the activity. These involve where you are, the planet and biome, and what you're doing, flying, orbiting, landed, etc. This combination of situation, planet, and biome is the subject of an experiment, e.g. landed at Minimus Flats. Alright, so we probably need to do an experiment here. The most obvious way to generate activities or science is through activities. At its simplest, this involves observations by the crew or EVA reports, and works its way up through performing experiments all the way to processing data in a lab. Crew or EVA reports, a simple action the crew perform as required. Once you've done these, you will rarely get any reward for repeating them with the same subject. So how do I do a crew report? That's what I need to do. If we go back to the launch pad, wait. Let's trash you. Yeah, okay. Go to Musksuck 3 on Launchpad. Okay. So I need a crew report. Go EVA. We have performed an EVA test at home. Okay. Space, let go. F, climb out. B, board. Okay. Now, did that complete our contract? Was that a crew report? We've got the pilot. Hold on. Pilots provide assistance in flying the vessel. Stability assist. Full vessel control without comnat access. Flights at Kerbal equals 1. Remove slot. Jebediah. I guess we go to the... Wait a minute. Contracts. Recover or transmit any science experiment data from Kerbal to achieve this goal. No. Right-click on pod. Ah, okay, there's some stuff we can do here. Thank you. Thank you, Roblox. Alright, so our comm signal, 1.0. Reaction wheels. I don't know what reactions wheels are. Reaction wheels idle, inventory, okay. Jebediah Kerman, alright, here's his inventory. Configure vessel naming. Okay, let's forget about that. Transfer crew, control point default, control from here, rename vessel, toggle torque, crew report. Crew report from the launch pad. You record the crew's assessment of the situation. Data size, 5 MITs. Okay. Transmit data. Keep experiment. No usable in-range comms device on this vessel. Okay. Review report. Keep experiment. Okay. So let me close that. And then let's look at our contracts now. If we back out and go to... Wait a minute, where were contracts? Here we go. Did we achieve this goal by sending a crew report? Right-click on pod. And keep it. Okay, we kept it. And now I guess all that's left is to launch. Let's stage the rocket and... Oh, okay, we're doing it. This is happening. It happened faster than I thought. Okay, we're gonna go a lot higher. Oh, it turned. Look at this, it turned. At some point. It's got some kind of problem with going straight up. We're getting, I think, a lot higher than we did before. Oh, I need to get ready to... Where's the... Wait, where's the parachute? Okay, we're gonna deploy the parachute. We only got up... I don't think we got much higher than last time. 4,000 meters and change? Alright, let's speed up a little bit here. So, adding 2 boosters didn't really get us that much higher, I think. But Jebediah survived, that's good. Okay. And then we have to recover the craft. Wait, how did this work? Get another crew report. I can't remember how we... What do we do now with the craft? So we did our launch, we did our parachute. Oh, I think I only used one of the... Did I only use one of the 2? Maybe I used both. I'm not sure. No, it seemed like both were firing. World first milestones. Land distance record of 1,000 meters. Return to the surface. Okay. Resources, solid fuel. Electrocharge and monopropellant. I don't know what that's about. Alarm clock, contracts. Delta V. Oh, up here was the... Yeah, up here. Okay, recovered vessel. There we go. Took me a while to find it. Let's go space. Good. Nope, you always went up about 4 km. Need a bigger booster. Top menu. You need to add more engines in separate stages that fire independently. Don't ask me how. I've just seen others do it. And then top menu. Yeah, sorry. It took me a while to get up there. We got the crew report. So we earned some science. We got our parts back. And we got our crew back. Okay, done. So now if I go to contracts... We did complete this with the crew report. Okay. So we probably want to do another one of these. I love that a pizza parlor, like, sponsors contracts with, I don't know what is this, Jeb's? Okay, it's junkyard and spaceship parts, but it looks like a pizza parlor to me. So we got a bunch of easy missions here. So we've got another one. Test RT-5 Flea Solid Fuel Booster in flight over Kerbin. Technically, we already did this. The number of times we've achieved sudden combustion at Research and Development Department has led us to consider something. We have way too many parts like the RT-5 Flea Solid Fuel Booster, and nobody's sure how they work. So this is where you come in. We want you to test the booster in flight over Kerbin. Okay. Activate the part through the staging sequence when all test conditions are met. Kerbin flying. Altitude 31,000 to 36,000. Okay. Let's take this. And let's go make a new ship. All right. So for this, we're going to want to stage things, right? We're going to want multiple stages. Let's get a new ship going. All right, we'll start with some girders. Let's do 3 stages. That could work, right? Let's do engines. Where are my engines? Utility, cargo, science, communication. Thermal, ground, aerodynamics, payload. It's up near the top, right? Engines, there we go. All right. So we want the... We want that symmetry count. We want 4 on each. Yep. Right there. And then I don't know how we're going to discard stuff in flight. Is there... I don't know how you do that. But let's add a second stage here. On this other girder. Sure, that looks good. How would you... Maybe I should look at the KSP here. How would you discard... let's go to rocketry and see if we have staging. Symmetry, aerodynamics, control. Let's see. Multiple stages. Okay. What's up with staging? Carrying unneeded equipment with you uses much more fuel. Most rockets use stages to get rid of used SRBs, engines, fuel tanks, or other parts that are no longer required. Okay, so first stage at the bottom here. Staging starts at the highest stage number. Each time you stage, it activates the next one. Another benefit is that you are not going to try and land the whole launch vessel, just the important parts. Okay. So let's do a staging experiment here. So we'll just have 2 stages for this first one. See if we can figure out how to make this work. Bro, can some YouTube video then the game? It would be very helpful. Yeah, I know. I've never played this before, and I could watch a bunch of YouTube tutorials on how to do it, but half the fun is like figuring out what I'm doing. On my own. This does not look right to me. I don't think that is right. It's not symmetrical around the girder. Let's get rid of that and redo it. Like that. There we go. That looks more symmetrical. And let's fix these ones as well. There we go. All right, so we got 2 stages. Let's throw on a command pod up top. And let's put in the parachute. Just go like grab. Is it this one? Yep. Okay. I don't think we need any fins for this one. Let's just see if we can get the staging stuff to work. Okay, so this is Bleep Hack 8. There we go. We'll save that. And we'll launch it. No remote control or manned command modules. Hold on. I thought this was a command module. Oh, we need to... Do we need to provide a crew? That's not what I wanted to do. Let's send Valentina. Okay, and now let's save that. And now we launch? There we go. Okay. So now we got to figure out how to set up the staging. So let's add a stage and drag the bottom ones down to stage 2. There we go. Now I want them all to fire in unison, but it looks like... It looks like it's going to do them in sequence. That's not what I want. They don't look... It looks like it's going to do them one at a time instead of all together like this one. No. Okay. Maybe it's just... Okay, it just kind of expands it. Yeah, they'll all happen at the same time. All right, so we're going to hit spacebar to hit stage 1, right? That's the plan. We go spacebar. Okay, it's a little off center. It doesn't have good aerodynamics. Spacebar again. Oh! Okay, okay. That maybe... I thought it would disconnect it for us. We don't have a disconnection stage. How are you still alive, Valentina? That the G-forces should have squished you. Okay, and then we stage again for the... Okay, oh my god. That was not... That did not go well, guys. Oh my god. That was crazy. So I sort of thought it would auto disconnect stuff. Maybe it doesn't work that way. You need a decoupler. Okay. Wow. Well, learn through failure. At least Valentina is alive. Okay, I don't think we have a decoupler. Maybe we need to go into the tech tree and research that. All right, well, somehow you're still alive. This thing fell over on its side, which is not surprising. Let's recover the vessel. We're burning through funds and astronauts, or Kerbalnauts, you guys. I guess we're getting some stuff back. What are our current funds? We're at 117,000. So we got a bunch of reward money, I think, from our contracts. Let's go to mission control and look at this. So yeah, all of this was incomplete. Mainly, we need to get up really high. Okay. Not every mission has to be a groundbreaking achievement, does it? Let's go into science and see if we can figure out a coupler. Decoupler. Stability. General construction. Okay. Engineering 101. All right. How much science do we have? 17? Let's do basic rocketry. What is this going to get us? How hard can rocket science be anyway? This will get us the LV-T45 swivel liquid fuel engine. Another fuel booster. Another fuel tank. Okay. This gets us... Oh, here we go. Here's the decoupler. This is what we need. The too hot thermometer. The Communotron 16. All right, let's do the... Requires... What is this? Start? Oh, start. The technology we started out with. I understand. All right. Let's do Engineering 101. Let's also do basic rocketry. Let's get a few more things going here. Okay. So now we can go into the VAB and create a new building. Or a new, we can create a new, spacecraft. All right. So this is going to be, so we're decoupling, right? What's a good joke on decoupling? No more sex 1. If you're decoupled, you can't be having any sex. All right, so let's take a look at our new parts. We'll start again with a girder, because girders are great. Girders are good. Command and control, structural. Okay, and then we need a decoupler. Okay, let's read about the decoupler. The TD12 decoupler. This is a cargo part, ejection force, and variance. All right. OMB Demolition Enterprises is the manufacturer. The TD12 stack decoupler is equipped with a hopefully small explosive charge that will sever the structural linkage between itself and whatever it's connected to. Painted on its side are handy arrows indicating which side will detach. Okay, so we are going to start with... we're going to start with our girder. And then we're going to put a decoupler on top of the girder, like that. Right? And we put another girder. Okay, so right away, we're doing better, guys. We're making progress. I do wish there was a way to... How do you zoom in here? Okay, that's a little bit better. Sort of. Okay, now then. We have some new engines, right? So we've got the liquid fuel and the hammer solid fuel. So these guys have different stuff. Let's look at the, I think I'll stick with solid fuel for now because I'm familiar with it. So we'll have the first stage be these hammer solid fuel boosters. Manufacturer, again, found lying by the side of the road. Packing a powerful punch for its size, the RT-10 is widely used in many space programs whenever the need to save cash is greater than the need to keep astronauts alive. Okay. So this has solid fuel. Max thrust. Okay. You know what? This is fine. Let's make some of these on the bottom. Oh, you know what? We need another girder first. Down here. There we go. Then we go to engines. And we want 4 of these on the bottom. We want it to be nice and kind of, yeah. We want everything to be nice and symmetrical. Okay, so there's our first stage, and then we'll decouple, right? Wait a minute. How do I, which side is ejected? Did I put this on upside down? I think the arrows, it's hard to see because I can't figure out how to zoom right now. Or if you even can in this mode, but I think the arrows are pointing down. I cannot... having trouble with controlling how this works. Can you come down? Or can I move up or something? Alright, this is not helpful. Yeah, not sure about that. I think the arrows are pointing the wrong way, so I think we need to... what does this button do? I can't seem to, Alright, let's try this again. Let's go to the decoupler. And I can't... I think we want it that way? Yeah, now those arrows are pointing down. Stepping away to take the dogs out. Please don't do anything funny until I get back. Yeah, I'll do my best. I'm building here, so... Let's, attach this... Oops, to that, to the coupler. Okay. And then we'll put the flea boosters on. Over here. Think like this. And then we'll put the capsule on top. And we'll give it a parachute. Actually, maybe we should have another decoupler here. Let's do another one. I wish you could zoom in and see things a little bit. There we go. Now we'll put the command pod on top. Come on. Come on. There we go. And then we want the parachute. Ground aerodynamics. We should put some fins on it too. Where are the parachutes? Command and control, structural, coupling, payload, aerodynamics, ground thermal, electrical, communications. Oh, we need a communicatron thing. Yeah, we should look at those too. Science, cargo, utility. There we go. There's the parachute. Okay. So we got 3 stages with couplers between. We should look at fins for aerodynamics. Good start. Sure, that looks good. Hopefully that helps a little bit. What else? The science stuff, right? And communications. So the Communotron 16, manufacturer Ionic Symphonic Protonic Electronics, is a versatile and lightweight antenna suitable for moderate range communication, long range backup communication, and eavesdropping on secret government operations. Our other opportunity here, a surface mount version of the Communotron. All right, let's throw this. I think we just want one of these. Up on the side. I don't think the mass here is going to change things very much. Let's just put the one communicator there. Hopefully it doesn't throw us off too much. What's its mass? 0.005 tons. Should be fine. We can move it a little bit. Do we want it on top of the parachute? Probably not. Maybe we'll just like stick it in the middle of one of the boosters, like this. There we go. So we do have a well, no. We'll pop it on the side of the command module. Okay, so we got a communicator. We've got explosive structural decouplers. What else can we do? We could do a too hot thermometer by Probodobodyne Inc. This thermometer is definitely not a store-bought model with some wires stuck to it. Warranty void if an engineer admits it's actually a store-bought model with some wires brought to it. So I guess if we stick this on the side, we can do some temperature science or something. Let's stick that there. All right, the No More Sex one is done. We're going to send, well, everybody's got some pilot experience. I think we send Bob now. Boost the value from data of science experiments. All right, Bob, you're gonna be a pilot. Let's save the No More Sex one and launch it. The launch pad can't support vessels heavier than 17 tons. Oh, do we need to upgrade the launch pad? How do we... Fleet Pack 8 was a disaster. We gotta get rid of you. Let's delete that. How do we upgrade the launch pad? Upgrade for 50,000? Sure. Okay, so we spent a bunch of money upgrading the launch pad. Probably we weren't supposed to do that this early, but I want to launch my new site. Okay. So, let's make sure our stages are set up. Okay. It's like teetering here. Why is it teetering? Look at this. What's going on with it? Hold on, we can't launch in this state. Something's wrong. Maybe the, hold on. Let's back out of this. Space Center. Something's wrong with the design. It was like... It was teetering. But everything's symmetrical, so I feel like it should just rest on these. Maybe it needs some kind of other support? I mean, girders are cheap. Let's try adding some girders. Come down here and add some stuff for it to stand on, I guess, and then more out to the side. Can we do that? Yeah, like this. Sure. Okay. Let's launch it like this. Vehicle assembly can't support vessels over 30 parts. Ah, you're kidding me. Let's get rid of those then. What about like this? Can you launch like this? No. Okay. Delete. How many parts does it have? We've got, probably too many fins on it, right? So if we get rid of some of the fins, we can put the girders back. All right. Let's attach them. I want them to attach like... Hang on, how do I make this work the way I want? I think I might need to come down by one first. If we attach one fin there, or one girder there. Like this. Come on. Come on, I see you there. Alright, I want to sneak it in there and attach it to this one, but it's not letting me do it, really. Oh, that was a mistake. Alright, let's temporarily remove these. And alright, now let's do this. We'll come down by 1. That's what I wanted to do. And then we'll put something like that in place. And then we'll put this back. Okay, so hopefully that gives it a little bit more stability. The rocket fuel will be burning through these girders, but who knows what that means. Okay, I'm back. Pandian, welcome back. I did not kill anybody. It should be good once you're off the ground as long as it doesn't lean too hard. Okay, let's go to the launch center. With our new version of this build. Okay, it's kind of okay. All right. So in terms of stages, right, we want this up at the top, don't we? And we want that. Yeah, because it goes from bottom to top, right? Okay. So I think we've got this set up. Maybe I'll actually add another stage for the separator so I can control it manually. Okay. So we launch the big boosters, then we separate, then we launch the small boosters and separate, and then finally we have the thing. All right. So here we go. No More Sex 1 launching, trying for a new altitude record. Valentina Kerman as pilot. No, wait, I want to add. I don't want Valentina. Oh well, I guess it's gonna be Valentina. All right, stage 1 launch. I don't quite know what that was, but okay. Did we blow one of the? Looks like all 4 are launching. Okay. Solid fuel's almost out. Okay, separator and stage 2. All right, look at that. New height record. 6,000. 7,000. 8,000 meters. And now, with no mass dragging us down, we should hopefully keep our velocity. Or I guess that doesn't really matter because the other mass would have had velocity too. Over 10,000 meters. So we're nowhere near the 32 we need for this contract, which we're most likely going to fail, but we've got some new confidence that we're making some progress. Okay, he's gonna touch down in the ocean here shortly. What is this? Toggle light action group. Man, this interface is crazy. There is so much going on here. It's really impressive. Oh, and look, the stages are back here as well. Valentina seems pretty pleased. We got up pretty high. Okay, so once we get down around 2,000 meters, I'll deploy the chute. I hope we have the ability to recover from the ocean here. Got a good velocity going. Alright, I think it's about time to deploy the chute. The final stage. There we go. And around 1,000 meters it should spread out. Right? There we go. Very nice. She's gonna live, guys. She's going to live. Alright, let's warp forward until she lands in the water. Recover the vessel. All right, good. Another successful launch without murdering a Kerbal. Much better. Need more power. Okay, so recovered a vessel that survived a flight. We got 10 science. We got some of our parts back. We're pretty low on funds. We're getting lower on funds. We got our crew back at least, so we got good reputation. So we're year 1, day 1. 50 minutes in. We haven't even spent all that much time doing this stuff, I guess. Let's go to mission control. Look at our active. Let's see. To perform the test, activate the part through the staging sequence when all test conditions are met. So we need a high speed, altitude, flying on Kerbin. Okay. We haven't met any of this yet. Okay. Oh no, I canceled it. That wasn't what I wanted to do. No. Come back. Oh boy. Was there an autosave? I accidentally canceled that contract. I did not mean to do that. Oh well. I guess we will do this instead. The board of directors at Air Experimental Engineering Group have raised some troubling issues. Some Kerbals say that every place on Kerbin looks exactly the same. We disagree, but need someone else to prove them wrong, so this is where you come in. We need to test our newly acquired capabilities with a focused survey of Kerbin. Go to the designated test site and gather some observational reports. Objectives. Take a crew report in flight below 16,000 meters near site WW36B. Okay. That's probably easier. Guys, this has been a fantastic first day. No more Sex 1 ship debris. Recover. Okay. Anyway, this has been a lot of fun playing through the first couple hours of this game. I think your struts on the bottom hurt your thrust. Yeah, you're probably right. But I'm gonna take a break here. I hope you all enjoyed that kind of quick look into Kerbal Space Program. It looks like there's a huge amount of depth here. It's a little bit intimidating, to be honest, but after 2 hours of streaming this, I need a break, so we're going to call it here, and we will probably stream it again another day, although I don't know exactly when. So I hope you all have a great, what is today, Friday? It is Friday, right? Yeah, have a great Friday. And a great weekend, and thanks for stopping by. So, Strife, Pandy, and Jaco, Anime, Dave, Roblox was here for a bit, and whoever else was in the channel, take care, guys. See you next time.